It's so weird. I see myself talking in this thing.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you guys have been keeping up, you guys will know that today I am 3 days out from the competition, meaning I am on my second day of the taper week. So today is a bright and beautiful Wednesday morning, February 20th. And today we had an early surprise because every single 3 weeks our school has this beautiful magical thing called a late start day, meaning I get an extra hour of sleep because we have to get to school an hour later, which means I'm just that much happier. I got 9 hours of sleep last night, which is just unheard of for my school schedule, so that was absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, addressing my knee and my hamstring, I've been doing a lot of mobility, stretching, foam rolling, hot and cold. It's just been going really well, guys. The pain has been dialed back to the lowest it's ever been in a long time. If you guys don't know what's wrong with those two muscle groups and body parts, you guys can check out my last videos and I explain just how messed up my body is before this meet, which it really shouldn't. So since today we are on the second day of the taper week, I think I'm gonna get to the gym, try and leave my ego as much as I can at the door because we are so close to the meet and I really don't wanna re-injure anything. I am gonna stay away from squats because that is the one movement that aggravates my injuries the most. I might deadlift today, but I'm definitely just gonna focus on bench. So yeah, guys, enough said. I will see you guys in the next clips. What's up, guys? We're in the gym with our sexy singlet on. Trying to keep training conditions as close to meet as they can. The hamstring and the knee are feeling absolutely sexy. We got Mr. Jacob Bourne behind the camera right now. Beautiful man. We got Lewis Vallis rolling out right there, and the biggest man of them all, Dylan Hamilton. These guys are going to be giving me my commands for the bench. We are starting with my opener, or around my opener. 245. I'm going to do a 2-second pause so we can keep it consistent. IPF approved. Longer the pause, the more comfortable I am. Yeah, let me show you guys how stupid my setup is and we'll get this rep done. We're gonna hit one set of this opener, drop down to probably 205, hit some 3x3s. Comp ready, baby. Also, don't stare at my balls.
Start. 1, 2, press.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That was a solid opener. Let's move to the 3x3s. Oh, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this beautiful voiceover. You must be privileged to hear this sexy voice. I am kidding. I'm so sorry. Anyways, we are back with the voiceovers, guys. So I only had 3 clips because we were doing a 3x3 on bench, and that is basically all we did for today's workout, along with another 3x3 on deadlifts, but that was not recorded, especially because I was so close to missing the belt of class and getting my ass in trouble. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd go through a little bit of what's going through my mind in these sets, the form that I'm training at, because it's taper week, baby. We are working at 195 pounds right now for 3 sets of 3. That's around, I think, 70% of my 1 rep max. Got no idea. I just picked a weight that felt good. So what I'm really focusing on is finding a perfect place for my feet to set. As you guys can see, I set my head a lot farther off the bench before I do this crazy arch thing that you guys are watching, and then I set down. So for me, finding a place for my feet to be every single time consistently is one of the most important things. The second most important thing I am focusing on right here is just getting that pause on the bench and not only exploding up, which you should be doing every single set, every single rep, but really pushing myself as far as I can off the bench backwards, or at least that's my mentality. And if you guys do that, it's going to help so much with your bench press because you drive all this tension from the ground through your legs and into your arms. Right here we got my English teacher, Mr. Hillis. Huge shout out to you. He was giving me some bench tips. This guy had an over 500-pound bench at one point of his life, so if I should be listening to anybody, it should be him. He's telling me to do a little bit of a spoto press, which is where you go about an inch before you touch your chest and just hold the bar there, and it's really going to help on your explosive power and not rest at the bottom when you're pausing on your chest. Those are just some of the cues that I think of when I'm bench pressing. I hope it was a little bit helpful for you guys to see an insight into my life on the poverty bench. If you guys found anything interesting, please leave it down below in the comments like usual, and I will catch you guys in the next voiceover. What's up, guys? So it's currently 8 p.m. at night. I got home around an hour ago. I'm halfway done my dinner right here, but I just picked up the camera because I was like, oh shit, yo, I gotta record my last meal of the day. Actually, it's gonna be my second last meal of the day. Right here we got, it's halfway eaten, but we got a cup and a half of white rice, about 12 ounces of this delicious chicken breast, and some broccoli. The reason the broccoli's all gone is because, to be honest, guys, I'm not the biggest fan of vegetables, even though I completely preach them. You gotta have your micros, so I always eat them first so I can just enjoy the rest of the food later. I don't know, it's weird. It's like section eating. Yeah, so today's workout was pretty decent. I was hoping to get more in, but we ran out of time and the school bell rang. Had to get to my next class. All good tomorrow. I think we're doing the full SBD squat bench deadlift. Gonna do probably 2 sets of 3 at around 60 to 70% of my max for each of the lifts. Yeah, I've been feeling a lot less tired these days than I normally do. It's just been good. I also have to get through the rest of this jug of water. This is about a liter of water for the rest of the night. And since I actually didn't get to have lunch today because I was working out, I gotta have a lot of protein macros and some fats for later. So I'll show you guys what we're having for that last meal. So it's only about 30 minutes since I had dinner, and I'm still so hungry, especially because I'm on this mini cut. I just want to eat like every single 5 minutes, but I cannot. So, last meal of the day, right here we got a scoop of whey isolate, a scoop of creatine, 1 fish oil pill, and 1 calcium carbonate pill. And guys, usually I'm not a big supporter of having a ton of pills, a ton of supplements like that, because I just think raw food is a much better alternative than filling your body with all these artificial chemicals. However, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm too lazy to go cook up some chicken breast or some rice, and it's probably a lot better for me to just, better in terms of a weight loss, to just drink it, because I'm trying to do everything I can to get into competition weight. It's looking decently promising these days, so yeah. And also, I really wish that I bought like a joint pain supplement, because, oh god, imagine how good my joints would feel if I had a joint pain supplement for the past like year. Like, goddamn, I probably wouldn't even have this tendonitis. So, for the rest of the night, I'm just gonna drink this up. I'm also gonna have a scoop of peanut butter because I need to finish out my fat macros. My fat macros, I've actually dropped down in carbs and went up in fats and proteins to compensate. I'm not dropping in calories. I'm still at 2,100 calories, but all we're doing is manipulating the water. If you want to know about that, go back to my last video. Tomorrow we're going to go down to 1 gallon, and the day after, the last day before the meet, we're going to half a gallon. I'll explain that in more detail later. But yeah, rest of the night, eat this up. I got a little bit of homework to do. That's going to be super fun. And yeah, definitely, I'm going to give a lot of attention to mobility and stretching tonight because I did that yesterday, and guys, just the improvement on my hams and my knee is just like tenfold. Really, if you guys are having like small little muscle aches, muscle tweaks, definitely invest some time in fixing your shit. So yeah, we're going to drink this up. I'm going to eat these delicious pills, and I will see you guys tomorrow for my next workout. Okay, bye! Ugh. Good morning, guys. So it is currently 8:13 in the morning. In the AM, I am sat here alone in my bio class at school right now, and today is officially the last workout of the taper week. I am super excited about that. I think we're going to be doing the full power SBD in the gym later today at lunch. Hopefully I'm going to get some footage. Also, right here we got our first meal of the day. You guys already know the boring, the cup and a quarter of white rice. We got a nice little 8 ounces of chicken, and a little bit of healthy greens. Yeah, guys, I am so ready to get off this strict diet and have some real good, tasty-ass food for once. I cannot wait for a cheat meal after this competition. But for right now, we're going to keep our heads straight in the game. Right now, we're cutting it back down to 1 gallon of water today, and then tomorrow is going to be half a gallon of distilled water to just flush every single possible liquid out of my system. I got a little bit of a scare today. I woke up about 164 pounds on the scale, and I'm also still not completely sure my scale's like perfectly calibrated. So I'm rounding up to 165 just to make sure. I gotta make weight. I gotta be under 162.8 pounds before the competition. And the worst part is my meet actually starts at around 2:30 in the afternoon, which is nice because I get to sleep in, but it means I can't eat leading up to that because I gotta keep under that body weight and food, just, you know, below 2 up. So yeah, besides that, everything else is going really well. Right now we are out here working on just a little bit of math homework, trying to be a good student, be productive, get everything done. And also I gotta get these vlogs finished by tonight and uploaded even if I have homework, because I'm trying to make tomorrow as stress-free as we can, and the only way to do that is to get everything done today. So with that said, I'm gonna go grind some math, and I'll see you guys in the next clip.
Yeah.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the gym. We are on our last training day of the taper week. We got 385 pounds on the bar right now. This is around, I think, like 90% of my max. I don't know, my math is terrible. But we're gonna take this first single, see how we feel. If we feel really good, we're gonna go up to 405. Bonnie is behind the camera right now. He is gonna give me the commands, and
what are the
all
commands?
I'm gonna be thinking about is just adhering to those commands so I don't mess up during the meet. Okay.
Wait, what are the commands again? What?
Start when I get off,
Yeah.
and then wrap when I'm done.
Alright. Start. Rock.
I was kind of sloppy. I lost like focus when I got to the bottom. But I think we're gonna go 4 or 5 just to set it in, make sure I can get it. I'll show you guys there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this fine commentary. If you guys are still watching the video at this point, I just want to say thank you so much. Right now we got 405 pounds on the squattes. And what I've been doing, guys, is actually for the past 4 weeks, I've been trying to hit 405 for at least one set of 1. Just to make sure that I can hit this weight on any given day, at any given RPE, in any given training condition. And it's been going really well. As you can see, that was a freaking piece of cake. I am so happy on how that moved 2 days out from the meet, and it's really giving me the confidence and the mental security that I can hit 405 for an opener, or at least 407 for the meet, because, you know, kilogram conversions are a little weird to pounds. So right here we got 275 pounds on the bar for a nice 2 sets of 3, very light work right here. I think this is about 60 or 70% of my estimated 1 rep max, and I'm just repping this out for some speed reps, really dialing the focus here, guys. When I first started warming up for this workout, I was not in the zone, not focused. I was chit-chatting with people all around the gym like I normally do, but in this particular set is when we got really dialed into the workout. And what I was trying to focus on every single set right here is just bracing as much as I can, but not only that, but specifically for the squat, to mentally always be thinking about exploding up on the way up, even when I'm descending into the hole. And what that's going to do, guys, is just allow my mental vision to not lose track of what I actually have to do for the squat, because going down is the easy part, and exploding up as fast as this is the hard part. I'm very happy with how these sets moved, given that the knee was not feeling the best on this particular day. And yeah, right now we're moving over to the bench press. I actually lied in the beginning of the video, guys. I was going to hit deadlifts too, but I only hit them for about 2 sets, and I didn't bother to record because I was late for class as usual. So right now you guys see my crazy arch. We have 245 pounds on the bar, which is very close to my projected opener for the upcoming meet. And let's see how this turns out. So we go down, tense up, explode back up. That was a 3-second hold, guys. I know it was a 3-second hold because I got one of the kids in the gym to count out the seconds out loud. I don't know if you can hear that properly, but just to make sure that I'm not only adhering to the meet specifics, but passing them, because usually, in my experience and just watching videos online, IPF judges, or at least the league that I compete at, don't really make you pause for more than 2 to 3 seconds once you are stable at the bottom. So I'm really focusing on pausing longer than I expect to at a competition, so I'm ready for any outcome. And guys, that is one thing that I just wanted to mention, is when you guys are training for competitions or things like that, really switch up your training variables and train for any given situation so you can be strong and at your most optimal at any given time. So yeah, this workout I rated about like a 7 out of 10. It wasn't the best. Focus wasn't all the way there, but the weights moved just how I wanted them to, and the focus started to roll in the more and more I went through the workout. And actually right here, this is my last set of the day. I think this was probably one of my best ones besides the squats. We really loaded the triceps as much as we could and loaded the chest as much as we could. So there you have it, guys. That was the last official workout of this taper week, the last official workout of this training cycle, and the last official workout before the meet. If you guys are still watching, I just want to say thank you guys so much, and you're about to see a man with a gigantic concussion in 3, 2, 1.
Hello. It's so weird. I see myself talking in this thing.
You're so
This is not trippy. You like see yourself and like see how stupid you look.
We just got back home from school, from my extracurricular activities, and guys, I am feeling absolutely exhausted. These days have been rough. Today's training session was just a great makeup for that. But another great makeup was that we stepped on the scale just now and we weighed an all-time low of 163.6 pounds. And mind you, it is 7:30 at night, and usually when I weigh myself at this time, I'm like 165, 167 because of all the bloating and all the water and stuff that I've been having throughout the day. So hopefully tomorrow when we wake up and we flush out our bodies, we're going to be down to possibly competition weight. Regarding the water cut, we have put it down to about 1 gallon today, and tomorrow we're going to half a gallon of possibly distilled water so I can flush every last morsel of water out of my body and just be as light as can be. Yeah, guys. Honestly, all I really want right now is some, like, good-ass food, man. I am so hungry. No, I haven't been reducing calories, but just the reduction of carbs, because carbs usually keep me full and keep me going, has just been brutal. The increase of fats and proteins has making up for it just a little bit, but who knows? Speaking of carbs, fats, and proteins, we're about to go have our last 2 meals of the night. Was just going to have one, but guys, we couldn't actually have a full lunch today because I was spending my well-earned time in the gym making those gains and prepping for the competition. So, without further ado, let's get to my last 2 meals. So, just finished up with a brilliant shower, and right now we're going to get on to our last 2 meals of the day. I've been waiting for this for so long because I am starving. So right here, what we got is a nice 3 banana or 300 grams of banana and 50 grams of peanut butter smoothie. That's going to max out my carbs and my fats for the day. You guys already know we've been eating the healthy, a nice cup of white rice, a nice 12 ounces of delicious chicken breast, and a beautifully healthy, I think, 2 cups of green beans. I'm super excited for this meal. I barely had any food today. Cannot wait to dive into this. But before that, guys, I just want to talk real quick about something pretty important coming up. So as you guys know, I'm competing in 2 days, and we have a couple of goals to get through, guys. So the main reason that this competition is kind of important for me is not only because I'm planning to hit a provincial squat record, or planning to attempt one, I should say, but all of my good friends are coming out to compete, and all of my best friends are coming out to support me, which is super awesome that I got friends that are that supportive. And yeah, it's raised the stakes just a little bit in the competition, not gonna lie. Feeling a little bit more nervous for it. But just like any other day, we're just gonna be lifting. It's gonna be all good. So for the record that I'm trying to break, it is gonna be 430 pounds, or I think that's 195 kilos on the squattes. And as you guys have been knowing, my hamstring and my knee has been acting up for so much. I know I always talk about it, but it's just my biggest setback right now over the past couple of weeks. But guys, I'm honestly very, very comfortable where I am with training right now. As you guys saw, 405 flew up today, meaning I think I'm going to give the 430 pound provincial record a little run for its money and possibly be the first 16-year-old in history to break that squat record. And that would be so awesome. It's not only that, but I think there's a couple guys from the Canadian powerlifting team there, not really recruiting, but just checking out the guys competing. And honestly, it's not always been my goal to make the national team for powerlifting, but it's mainly just to I just want to prove to myself, not only other people, but myself, that when you work hard and you still have shitty genetics that I do, you can still make some damn good progress, set some cool records, and really just, at the end of the day, be proud of yourself. Be proud of all the hard frickin' work that you've put in. Especially this week. It has been a hell of a ride. I haven't done a cut like this in a long, long time. I've been feeling so depleted. But every single time I feel down, I just think to myself, this is worth it. And honestly, the records and the accolades are not the thing that I'm looking for, but I'm mainly just looking to feel good about myself. I want that gratification at the end of the day. I want to tell myself that I have put in the work, and all the work that I've put in has been worth something. So yeah, we're going to talk real quick about openers right now, guys, to brighten up the mood just a little bit. So I'm going to start, as you guys know, powerlifting goes squat, bench, deadlift. I don't really know my second or my third attempts yet, but I do know some of my projected openers. Let me get open my notes. So for the squat, I'm planning to open with 407 pounds, which is 185 kilograms, because you do kilograms in powerlifting, not pounds, because the British people know better than us, I guess. For the bench press, we're opening with 110 kilograms, or 442 pounds. That's why I've been working with these numbers so specifically in the gym. For the deadlift, it's kind of a rough shot. I'm going to see how it goes, but I'm thinking of opening up with 456.7 pounds, which is, I think, 207.5 kilograms. And now, guys, these openers are literally so far out from my last meets openers. I'm going to put it up on the screen right here what the last meets openers were and what this meets projected openers are going to be. So with that said, I am super hungry. I just want to let everyone out there know, if you guys have been following the series, it means so much to me that you guys are supporting me through this. Thank you guys a million from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot that you guys even watch these videos, and honestly gives me so much motivation to keep putting them out, but also to kill it in this upcoming meet, because what would these videos be for if I'm not doing anything cool with my lifting life? Now guys, with that said, get fat, keep making those super sick gains. I'm going to indulge in the first meal I've had in the past 8 hours. Get to sleep. Not going to record tomorrow because I just want to have a stress-free, chill day. Not even going to train tomorrow. And I will see you guys in the next video, which will be my meet video. Once again, love you guys. Thank you guys so much. And peace!